Go on the fishies. Here we are, good morning people. Here we are at Frant Lakes. It's one of my favourite places actually, Frant Lakes. I love it down here. Really nice and quiet, fishing's always good quality fish, various different lakes to choose from. It's a lovely place. If you haven't already, check it out, Frant Lakes. Really great little venue, good facilities. You can do overnight stays and stuff here as well, which is good. Day tickets, match tickets, various different fishing opportunities in regards to night fishing, specimen lakes, all that sort of jazz. And then of course some nice sort of day tickets, which is what I'm here to do today. In a lovely setting, you can see, you know, really nice views and wildlife and whatever else. No membership required, which is good. You do have to pre-book, so make sure you do that. Just go onto the website, Frant Lakes website, and book yourself a ticket, and then yeah, happy days. Here we are, Frant Lakes. Beautiful lakes. One of the downsides to Frant is there's just too much choice. This is the skirmish lake, which is normally pretty nice. But yeah, I would normally go onto stumps, which is what this lake is called. Jesus, look at that. Water is high. Slight overflow there on the lake. But yeah, this is Stumps Lake, which is historically what we've fished on. Just decided to come on to the skirmish lake. I had a lot of luck on here in the summer actually. I was further down the lake, but I had my actual personal best out of it, which is always the way, right? You always say to people, oh, you got your personal best when there's nobody around. So I was fishing solo on that day, as I am today. So yeah, we're going to give this one a whirl. I'm going to get set up, and then we'll talk a bit more about the lake and what we can expect from today. But yes, enjoy. So people, I'm just deciding on what weight size to use and size of method feeder as well. Normally, obviously, I would say, bearing in mind how cold it's been, to go down the you know, small babby feeder, as Andy May says. I'm going to go slightly bigger today, just because what I'm hoping for is that I'm hoping the obviously bear in mind this lake's not been fished for some time. I'm hoping that we'll hook into some hungry fish, which means obviously getting more bait put out there, and yeah, let's hopefully get these fish feeding and get something decent out today. Thanks for all checking in. Please like, hype and subscribe to the video. Big up everyone that's followed on TikTok and on YouTube and subscribed to the channel. Yeah, looking forward to getting into today's session. Hopefully we'll get some fish out. There's lots of movement out there now. Just pinged out some pellets out on there, just out by the island where I'm going to be fishing, just to see whether we can start getting some movement over. But yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll hook into some fishies. Go on the fishies. Today we are going to go on the Parker Baits Match the Hatch Wafters. I've had a lot of good feedback from a lot of you about these. They smell amazing. They are really, they do smell really good. quite big actually. I think they do them in a smaller size, but yeah, they are quite a big wafter. But we're gonna start on those and give it a whirl. I'm all set up, ready to go. I'm just gonna I don't know whether it's the right thing to do, but last time Tom and I were out, I mixed up quite a bit of pellet, and I kind of felt bad just chucking it away. So I bunged it in the freezer, and it's defrosted quite nicely. It's actually still really quite moist, so I'm hoping that's going to stick to the feed. It might need a little bit more water in there, but yeah, so I'm going to give that a whirl, and yeah, just give the Parker baits a go from the off, and let's see what we can get out, people. Oh look, the sun's coming up. And when people say about fishing and what it brings, what it can give you, it is about being out in the fresh air, in nature, sun coming up, wildlife. I mean, just listen, birds and wildlife everywhere. It's just such a satisfying thing to witness, and you know, good for the health, mental health, good for the mind, the body and the soul, and hopefully we can get some fishies as well. Let's give it a chuck, see what happens. Careful of them trees up there, it's my only concern. My only concern is some of these trees around me, but we should be alright. Not really where I wanted to be, but so we don't disturb too much. I think the best thing to do is leave that there where it is for now, and see what becomes. I'm going to get some of this banoffee haze chucked into the pellet mix. Again, I just think it's an option to do that when you're kind of a bit unsure. Anything that you can put in there that's going to create that sort of extra spark or extra scent to lure the fish in. It does smell incredible, and you know, big up to Sonia Bates on all their haze stuff's really good. I've used it a lot over the years. So many different flavours, so head over and check them out. Big up Sonia Bates. For all their baits, actually their pellets are great. I know that Tom used to fish with their ready mixed pellets ready to go, and he was always very successful off those. What's everyone's plans at the weekend? Big game for Arsenal on Saturday. Could be a big weekend actually in the title race this weekend. I've got a feeling about that. Obviously weren't fantastically great in the week, but came away from there with a draw, which actually, given the performance, was a great thing. Take obviously the game back to the Emirates next week, and yeah, I think we'll comfortably go through there. But obviously Saturday, big game at Everton, 5:30, at the Emirates. So big up to all my Arsenal crew that are going to be going to that. I'll be looking forward to that one. I'll be going up there tomorrow. It should be a good day out. I've not been for a while. I've had a few weeks off actually going to the football for various different reasons, but looking forward to going up there tomorrow and seeing some of my my American pals. Although I did just get a message this morning to say that one of my mates, Tom, is stuck in DC, I think. He is apparently there's heavy snow in New York. Just seems bizarre when I listen and speak to people from I've got clients of mine in Canada at the moment, and they're having terrible times with the snow and the effect that it has. It just seems nuts, absolutely nuts. but yeah, so he might not be able to make the game, sadly. But I haven't seen a few of the guys, Matt Judge and Dan Potts, for some time, so it'd be nice to actually get up there and have a couple of drinky poos with them, and hopefully Arsenal get the win. Obviously, it's a big game, because actually, if we win, we're the Saturday 5:30 kickoff. If we do win that, then obviously the gap at the top goes to 10 points, which I know City have got a game in hand, but it's psychological. It's you know, City going into that game, and they got to go to West Ham, who have of late been up their game and done well, and obviously fighting for their lives relegation wise as well, to try and sink Spurs. So and that's 8 o'clock. But City going into that game, knowing that the gap's 10 points, on the back of a thumping from Real Madrid in a week, it could be very decisive in the title race. Still a long way to go. Not counting my chickens or anything like that, but I've just got a feeling about this weekend. Everton at home's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for us at all. Far from it, in fact. I think it will be a tough, very tough game. David Moyes is going to come with a low block, and they're going to try and get us on a set piece or try and get us on the counter, which is going to be tough. It's going to be hard. I think an early goal is going to be key in this, and getting the early goal and trying to get Everton to come out at us a bit. And yeah, the most important thing is the 3 points. And everyone that's coming at me is going, "Oh, Arsenal are terrible. They're not playing well. You know, the attack's not firing, all that sort of stuff." But we're winning, and at this stage of the season, that's all that matters. Bang. Look at that rod. Look, jeez. They're clever. They're trying to get into that bush there. Come on, the fishes. Again, it feels. I mean, I don't know. It might be that they're just putting up a real good fight with this. Right, come on, mate. You're coming this way. You're coming with me. Look at you. You are a beaut. Oh my God, what a lovely fish. What a lovely looking fish. Wow. Look at this, people. Look at this. What a lovely looking fish. Beautiful. Not too sure on size. I'm going to try and get him up and get a picture. Look. Come down to you. Right. Look at that. Lovely fish. Beautiful markings. Really nice. What a lovely fish. Great. Go on, mate. Some of you are probably wondering where Tom is today. In answer to your question, I don't know. There was a bit of a situation that arose between Tom and I that I think is amicable now. The whole thing, from my point of view, just seemed incredibly unnecessary and childish, but Tom has decided that he wants to jump fully into carp fishing, and completely get that. I get the appeal. I can see why a lot of people do that, and I've got no issues or no problems with that. So Tom decided to set up his own fishing channel, which I suppose I don't really want to admit it, but did upset me really deep down, just because we're trying to obviously grow the Real Mates brand, and it's going really well and still continues to grow. New followers on TikTok. We're well over 130 subscribers now on YouTube. Got some really good feedback from several people about the channel, and looking forward to really driving it throughout the summer and getting on the bank with my real mate and having some banter and some laughs and whatever. And I just felt that by Tom setting up his own channel will ultimately, or has ultimately, taken away a bit about what we're trying to build here at Real Mates, and I just didn't really see the need for him to need to go and do that, and partly sort of discussions that we had about it, he posted on the Real Mates channel, you know, go over and give Tom a follow, which is fine. I took a little bit of offence to it, just because of the sort of effort that both him and I have put into Real Mates and growing it. You know, sort of not just you know, not just the following and the followers and, you know, what to expect from the channel and stuff like that, but also just like the element of time and money that we've put into growing it. I just felt that actually by him going off and starting up his own channel just meant that it's going to take quite a bit of you know, growth away from Real Mates, and I just felt that he could have just, like, most of you guys that follow us and watch what we do are all carp fishermen anyway. Not many of you, from what I've seen, do the day ticket stuff that Tom and I do, or have done in the past, and I just felt that it would have been a good opportunity actually for you know, new content to get our channel to grow even further. But anyway, so I sort of said to Tom in the end, look, if that's what he wants to do, set up his own channel, and as a carp fishing channel, and you know, go with that, then that's fine. But yeah, I think an element of me was a bit pissed off with that, to be fair. And you know, I did say to him, I was sort of winding him up and called him a snake, which was all in jest with me. I sort of took a bit of a back foot. He messaged me and sort of said, oh, are you still whinging about it? Did you want to go fishing and all that sort of stuff? I said, I'm not whinging. I said, if you want to set up your own channel and do your own thing, then that's absolutely fine. And he sort of did allude to the fact that he wanted to do both. And again, that was absolutely fine. But yeah, in the sort of process, I was winding him up, calling him a snake for going elsewhere and whatever, which he took massively offence to, and sort of just said that you know, he didn't want to do the Real Mates thing no more and whatever else. So that's kind of where it's at. I think he felt I was being serious, and I wasn't at all. It was just tongue-in-cheek, calling him a snake. He couldn't see anything wrong with what he'd done, and there isn't anything wrong with what he's done. I mean, at the end of the day, 40-year-old bloke can do what he wants, but it just, for me, from my point of view, it just took away a bit of what we were doing together. So yeah, that's where we're at. He's we're kind of doing our own thing now. I have apologised for calling him a snake, which just seemed absolutely nuts. Because yeah, as I said, I think the reason he took offence to it was because I think he felt that I was saying it meanfully. He reckons I was saying it meanfully, but I wasn't. If I at all had the ump with him, I certainly wouldn't have been calling him a snake, that's for sure. But anyway, I've apologised for calling him a snake, let him know my feelings around the situation, and that's how it's been left basically. So that's where we are. Hopefully we'll get together maybe a couple of times and get out on a lake together. It seems absolutely pathetic that this is where we are, given how long we've been friends and whatever else. But hey ho, each to their own. Everyone has their own issues and struggles that they go through. Yeah, love to Tom. But yeah, for now, Real Mates has become Real Mate. I'm going to be bringing on guests actually on each time I go fishing. What I've decided to do is over the course of the next. That was definitely a bite. That is a bite. Go on, the fishes. Oh, lovely! Look at that. Is he on? It's going to be a bream. Talking about Tom. It's going to be a bream. Do you know what? If this is a bream, that is just absolutely Tom having an absolute chuckle vision of me. It's not a bream. It's fighting now. Where are we at? Go on, the fishes. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Ah, you bastard. There you go, people. There you go. The curse of Tom Horton. Oh. Well, tell you what, that felt like, at first, it was nothing. But as it came in, closer to the bank, it felt like a bigger fish than I've ever felt before, for sure. How annoying is that? I just feel bad when I don't know what the general opinion is on this, and what is your opinions on this, but people will tell me, and I'll put this up as a short and whatever else, but what is people's opinions of like when you lose a fish like that? Obviously what I feel bad for is that the hook is still into the fish. I mean, a lot of people say that they will helicopter going over now. Helicopter. You see that up there? It's gone now. Yeah, no, what I was getting at was a lot of people will say that, that's the reason why fisheries want to use want us to use barbless hooks and whatever else, and I get it. I completely get it, and I understand it. For that very reason, I'm just assuming that the fish will eventually just shake it off, or the hook will just come loose, because obviously there's no tension on the line at that point, so it should just shake out. But I always do get paranoid, really paranoid about, not paranoid, but just feel bad of that side of it, that side of fishing, when something like that does happen, and it does come loose, what impact that has, on the fish. But put my mind at rest, people. Let me know that no, it's all good, all okay. They will be fine. The fish will be fine. They'll be able to dislodge the hook and whatever else, and it's not an issue. I have brought my headphones with me. I know I don't normally like going down that route when I'm fishing, putting headphones in, listening to stuff, but just listening to a bit of Arsenal content, which is what I would normally do out on my bike. Being out on my bike, battling my weight. Obviously, probably aware, I did go on to the Manjaro weight loss injections. I've done incredibly well, lost 6 stone. But getting into my cycling, and I've always been into my cycling, always been pretty good on the bike, but obviously my weight has been a huge hindrance to my overall cycling. I've always been incredibly powerful on the flats, but anyway, so yeah, it helped me come off the jabs. It's always going to be the weight loss jabs. They've served a purpose for me, but since being off them, I have gained weight. I've gained about 1 stone, which is a little bit annoying, and very mindy as well. It gets sort of in your head. Anyone that's struggled with their weight or had weight problems will understand. There's so many people out there that don't get it, don't understand, or they just say, eat less or exercise more. But I am having cycling coaching now. Big up to Andre at the 12th Dimension, cycling coaching, and my cycling has come on tenfold, absolutely tenfold. Like, stronger on the bike. Since coming off the weight loss jabs, I'm fitter. My heart rate's come right down. I'm stronger, and some of that weight gain was over Christmas and stuff like that. One of the big things for me is stress. When I'm sort of stressing or stressed, sort of historically have turned to food and eating, and it's just a matter of training your mind to get out of that mindset, which is what the negative side of the weight loss jabs is all about, right? Because you're just injecting this stuff into your body, which is stopping you from eating, because it stops you feeling hungry, and naturally by doing that you're gonna lose weight. But it's the people out there that are or have been against the weight loss jabs, I completely get their reasoning as to why it's not the right approach. I think if you're if you're dangerously overweight, then it makes a big difference, because what I'm saying is, if it's life and death situation whereby you are that obese, your heart attack waiting to happen or whatever, then obviously it serves its purpose. But I've just got to train myself now to get around that. But one of the things it stopped me doing was drinking beer, actually. So prior to going on to the jabs, this time last year I was down in Guinness, like you'd never believe. Guinness and black was my drink. Could quite easily drink 10-15 pints in a day session, of course. Makes me sound like an alcoholic, but could quite easily down 10, 15 pints of Guinness in an all-day session of football. And literally within a week of taking the jabs, it stopped me drinking beer. So I was still drinking, but sticking to vodka mixers with Diet Coke, which naturally is going to again make you lose weight because you're halving your calorie intake when doing that. And the late night eating as well, just knocked that on the head. And it had come back the last couple of weeks. I have been snacking in the evenings, which is not great. And but when you're doing the level of exercise and the level of cycling that I'm doing, which is roughly around 10 hours a week now, you are naturally going to feel hungrier. But it's just a matter of, at that point, making sure that you make the right choices in those situations, and fill up on the right things. I've got fish on here. Yeah, I have. Oh my god! What the hell is this? Oh no! It's a foul hooked. Ah! I thought that was a bite. How's that happened? Jesus Christ! Ouch! It's a lovely little fish. Lovely little bream. How's he managed to hook himself on that? Jesus Christ. I thought that was a bite when I was just on the phone. Mad. So obviously the fact that that was foul hooked means that does not count as a bite. As a fish, shall I say. Just don't understand how that's happened. How the hell has that happened? I didn't even strike the rod. If I'd have struck the rod, I would have kind of got it or understood it to a certain extent. But the fact that that's that fish has just been caught literally through its dorsal fin. Bless its unless it was down there eating the bits of pellet and stuff, and then it's just been knocked onto the hook. I just don't see how that would have happened, but stranger things in life and all that. As I said at the start of today's session, I'm going to bring on people that want to come out fishing. There'll be days where I'm out on my own, so it's actually quite enjoyable. My nephew, bless him, big up Henry Tadman. I'll drop his little TikTok link in the description of the video. He's got his own little channel set up, bless him. He's been getting into fishing. I think he's sort of struggled, bless him, at starts. I think he's been sort of fishing lakes near him that are easy for him to get to without any sort of transport and stuff like that, but aren't necessarily the best lakes to be fishing. So he keeps asking me to take him fishing, which I will do, and I think I've booked in a date for the 30th of March, once he's broken up from school, and we're going to go out. I'm actually quite looking forward to that date to a certain extent, because I think he wants to get into feeder fishing. He's sort of doing a mix at the moment, which is not working well for him, but he's trying to do a mix of feeder and float fishing. And he's sort of fishing the feeder with boilies and things like that, which, yeah, it's just not worked out too great for him currently. But I've just sort of said that I'll bring him fishing. Probably go to one of the closer lakes to me, just so it's ease logistically, rather than sort of coming out all the way out here. I say all the way out here. This isn't far at all, but still, probably do Trickle Brook or Claygate lakes with him. go on a match lake. It's going to be quite good actually, because what I'm going to do is actually, or maybe Orchard Place, but I'm probably going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my own method rod as to what I've done here, as what I normally do, and then I'll set up the waggler rod and let him just start on that, just with some basics, just some maggot or whatever, just to catch a couple that way round, and then maybe move on to some prong, see if we can get some nice perch out. So there's some nice perch, apparently there's nice perch in this lake as well, so that would be interesting to know what sort of perch is in this lake. We're in again. Smaller than last time, for sure. But still, nice. Beautiful little carp. Yes. Go on, the fishies. Go on, Mr. Nunn. Oh, lovely. Hooked to perfection. Show you this. Look at that. Look. Lovely little fish. Really nice. Really nice little fish. Let's get this hook out of him. Come on. There. Nice. Lovely little fish. Alright mate, alright mate, alright mate, alright mate, alright mate, alright mate, alright, alright, alright. Always the flappies. Always the flappies. Go on, fishies, look at that, look. Beautiful. B.A. Beautiful. Lovely little carp. Well done, mate. Nice. Ah. Look at that. What a day, eh? What a day. Hey, hey, go on, the fishies. Well, that came out incredible. incredibly well, considering. All I've lost is my hook. That was going to be the dreaded one. I've just gone over, I just switched bait over to the pellet actually. The reason I've done that is because I've got, in this pellet mix that I made up a few weeks back that's been frozen, there are some these mainline cell pellets that are in there that have been soaked in there, again, it's a bait that's always done well at the mainline cell pellets. That's what that last carp actually was on, one of their mainline cell pellets, which is nice. So nice little plop, ploppity plop. So yeah, that was what that carp was on there. They're always go down well in various different lakes, those mainline cell. I caught really well on those at Monk's Lakes, on the Match Lake there, through those mainline cells, and they were really good. So I thought, you know what, let me just give them a go, just trying to mix it up really, just to see. Again, as I was saying earlier, I don't want to miss out on fish just because the hook bait's too big. Obviously I've had 2 of those really nice sized carp on those Parker's baits, which is just fantastic, really good. We're in again, people. Feels bigger. It does feel bigger than the last 2, but who knows? It can be quite deceiving with these carp, because you kind of feel sometimes that they're nice. Nice. Look at this beaut, people. What a lovely, lovely looking fish. Beautiful fish. Really nice size. I'm going to try and get him up and get a picture. Look at you. Beautiful. Really, really lovely. Bigger than the first one. Definitely bigger than the first one, people. What a lovely, lovely fish. Gonna give it a wash way. 9.5. Nice. Oh, today, people, just keeps getting better. What a day. What a day so far. Probably one of the best fishing days in a long while. That's 4 really nice, decent size carp out that I've had now. Beautiful. Let's get the back rod back out. Good stuff. These Banter eggs, as I said, every time I've mixed the pellets up, I've just put a drizzle out of that Banter haze again. Sonia baits is great. It's really good stuff. And it clearly works on every lake I've been to. Whenever I've sort of struggled or whatever ways, you know, just put a drizzle of that on it, and it always seems to just boost up. You know, you can see whenever you, I mean, even getting it on your hands, it stains your hands yellow, so you can see what sort of kick up it's giving. Which is, you know, you can see what it's doing in the water. Just a few trickles. If you just drop a bit in like the water closer, you can see how it disperses and literally how hazy it causes the water. Which is naturally just going to, as I said, it's just going to be an attraction, isn't it? It's just going to attract the fish to it. So, happy days, all good. That last fish was on a, again, Sonia baits, just can't knock it. Banter wafter, Banter. Last year I bought these just as a bigger bait, and I soaked them because they were Banter. I also soaked them in the Banter haze that I've been using. So I literally just mixed them up with a bit of that Banter haze, and a bit of water, and just to keep it like mixed up. And they've been absorbing since then, so they've probably been in that pot for probably close to a year, I would have thought. Just literally, so they would have been very like kicking up a lot of flavour and stuff like that. And it just goes to show that you know, just little things like that you can do in fishing can just sometimes be the difference. Because obviously that was a nice sized carp compared to the other, you know, the other two. So yeah, but big ups on your baits. I do like their stuff, I really do. And I know that, you know, quite a few of the bigger fishing accounts out there, your Andy May and the Preston Innovation guys, they all use Sonia baits a lot. So yeah, big up to them guys over there. Sonia baits, if you want to send me out some freebies, I will continue to promote your product, of course. Give us a follow as well. Yeah, good day, really good day's fishing, so far. Probably got, where are we now, 1 o'clock, from half an hour to the school from here, so probably got about an hour before I have to start packing up. Let's see if we can get a couple more out during that time, but we shall see. We're in again. Come on. Got the fishies. Doesn't feel as big. Lovely little boy. Yes. Look, people, we have got another fishy. Hey. Go on the fishies. Go on the fishies. Another little lovely fish there. And again, people, Sonia baits. Can't knock it. My binoffee soaked. My binoffee wafters soaked in my binoffee juice. You just can't beat it. I've had a fantastic day. What a day out. Been listening to me Loose Cannons podcast, feeling up on that. Yeah, all good. Looking forward to getting all this clipped up and edited and putting out a video for you guys to watch. Shout out to Parker Baits. Two great takes on their baits, so we'll definitely be using it again. At the moment though, I am using the Sonia baits, but yeah, big up Parker Baits. It's great. Their wafters were incredibly good. Landed both those first two. First one obviously I lost annoyingly, but yeah, it's been a lovely day. Not too cold, not too warm, bit in between. I've had times where the wind's got up. It's been a bit chilly, but yeah, just perfect, just absolutely perfect. Lovely surroundings. I love Frant Lakes. Really can't big it up, and I'm in again. It's going again. Go on the fishes. Go on the fishes. Yeah, I can't recommend this place enough. The guy was saying that they're busy tonight. They've got a lot of people coming in to do the night fish over the weekend. Obviously the specimen lakes, which obviously you can fish over the weekend, overnight. But even these day lakes are just great. I mean, I think there's 5 or 6 you can come in on for the day. Waterfall lakes, I've had a couple of nice fish up there, which is further up the hill. But yeah, if you've not been down here, people, come and check it out. What I like about it as well is that they allow you to move around. So, you know, if you do start fishing a lake that's not fished particularly well or not fishing particularly well, you can just hop over to another lake. So it's yeah, beautiful. But yeah, great day fishing. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to the next one where you'll see one of my guests come on with me. Obviously I've got Henry coming out, my nephew, on the 30th of March. That'll probably be the next one, the next fishing session that we go on. It won't be here at Frant because they only open Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. They're not open during the week. So yeah, it'll be more of one of the local ones, but yeah, that'll be the next time out, definitely. There we go. That's a nice take. Really nice take. Really nice, people. Really nice. This feels bigger. Does feel bigger. I'm not sure. It might not be. I don't care. I just love it. Could be a bream. No. Oh no, it's kicking up now. Don't know. No idea on this. Oh no, it's pulling nice. It's pulling nice. Definitely a carp. Definitely a carp. Feels a bit bigger. Feels bigger. Feels bigger. But we do know that these carp do like to have a good go, and that's what it's about. That is what it's about, people. That is what it's about. There it is. Look at him, look. In you go. A bit bigger than the last one, not as big as the first one. And in lovely form, people. I do need. Look what I've just done. Look, just caught myself on that tree. We'll sort that out in a minute. Oh, God. Right. I've now caught the net around my line, rushing, which is a stupid thing to do. That is a lovely fish. Really, really nice fish. Really nice. Lovely colours. Beautiful fish, beautiful. Flappy fish. That's just in me, these flappy fish. Look at that. Look at him. Beautiful. Really, really lovely fish. Chuffed to bits with that. Let's get you back this time. Sort out this mess behind me. Right, what's going on here? I caught a tree. Not again. Fuck's sake, Andy. Right. Okay. And that is a wrap, people. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel for further videos coming up. There will be one coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'll be bringing my nephew out with me to do some fishing with him, which will be fun. We're going to probably do one rod on a method, which is what we've been doing today, and then we'll probably put a float rod out with some prawns or something to try and get some perch. So yeah, we'll make a decision on where we're going to go for that. Probably will be Claygate or Tricklebrook, to be fair, but actually we might even go down to Mousehole, because obviously, as you know, there is some nice perch in there which we've witnessed before. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Stop recording. Well, that didn't work, did it?